The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, the shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On second down, a run with Evans. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making a big-time play?
On third down, Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. A 41-yard punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a man who rewrote Brett Favre's passing records at Southern Miss. It's Nick Mullins.
And I thought last week they found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did take 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown. Not the ratio, not the number.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Rashard Lawrence. And recording his 5th sack of the season.
And so much for a great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at the weapons, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Evans. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Brady. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
Brady's pass.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 2nd catch for him today, and they'll wind up the 1st down. We've got about a short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Play will go losing yardage back. Here's the loss, 2nd and 12.
The strategy, extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run it. He's a probably run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
Yeah, we saw the result.
It's yours.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Brady. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
I see what they were trying to do. They were trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it was
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I'm not even looking.
this ball is intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not going to get a bad result.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And the last drive, the 1st drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. Where do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is.
I just
Find out
lost
who the playmakers are. Get the ball.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Rashard Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find some run football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That will go for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
That certainly has to feel good, isn't it? The time that the play should be recorded. Sometimes I'm thinking the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Connor. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's 2nd down. Brady will try again on 2nd down. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first.
Why is she trying to call me?
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
I don't want to deal with you no more. Fuck you. Yeah.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And it's complete to his running back, Evans. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From midfield, here's Brady.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Run on first down with Evans. It's a pickup of 4 and bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. It's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the 39, Brady. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
I just got confirmation from my supervisor that I can complete the running back office.
First chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the
They
previous shot.
got
They got another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Hello, my name is Deborah. I'm calling you back from the sports office.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the
So I saw the
verification
message
of
that
a
you
sign
were
relief.
Not only a sign of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
Please give me a call to 847. Hi, this message is for Edward. This is the general pharmacy.
after the field goal. Here comes Sanders to kick it away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and
I guess I'll call my doctor's office and look kind of since they called, left me a voicemail. I don't know what it was, but
Now on third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Taken from just outside the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than that.
It is because
yes, my name is Edward James. I guess a couple days ago I had a phone call from the office.
If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite
And I was just
defender
calling
on
to
him,
call.
because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
I could not make out the name at all.
The way to the 44s, they try again on first down.
9-13,
Shotgun
73.
now for Brady. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
Yes.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl
2-2-4,
right there in front of you.
7-6-0,
We talk about finding the
3-1-6-8.
soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do.
They just said it was so-and-so from Dr. Fuchs' office to give a call
That
back.
spot that they want to get into, that's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Brady.
I should have been first.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Oh, it's been a while. Yes.
After the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Nobody call you at all, so I don't want to keep waiting at home. So let me call and like
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Okay, thank you.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do last season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hopkins. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here.
Now she can pick me up and take me to the office. She thought that was the case, man. Just don't do that.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm fill there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Jesse Bates on the cover.
Brady to throw again. He gets it to Brown, complete. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down to Hatch's time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, no, what we just seen. I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. It's not as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 29.
Why are you drinking my coffee for?
These guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you.
Channel lock.
You tell they wanted to get that ball down. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
That's why I don't have that. I don't have our time to pass
incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to put this one away.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Texans out in front as that one is just about to halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for the venerable one, Drew Brees. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. 2 touchdown passes there for the former MVP, Matt Ryan. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And that one, all tied. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. His guys lead it by 10. We send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Sanders now to kick this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, they pretty much did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here we go on second and 12. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Take it in by the tight end Doyle. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On the delay, this is Murray. And he'll get this down over about the 46. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Brings up third down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. He'll air this one out from Mims. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Around the NFL, they've gone to the third in Cleveland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Ezekiel Elliott, 119 yards now on the ground. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Julian Okwara, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Oh.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Yes.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Julian Okwara.
I actually have to find out who my case manager first when she's available. Because that's my only way out there. She drives me out there, so. Okay, because I still haven't got the results from the last one either. Okay.
The Steelers send out their punter now
Right.
as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd and a yard, Brady. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. Evans has it left side. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That catch good for only a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A gain of 4 as the drive will continue.
The defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down. You know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Defensive line. I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's there's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Phillips. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Evans. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Darrington Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the lead is now 24. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Phillips. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Raekwon Davis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And that is incomplete. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here.
I thought he was going to put that up.
And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific position. A look at the running back.
He's off vacation. He's on vacation.
He gears up to go again.
For next week and a half.
Here at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's
who comes in the house, Mike?
like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field, they can't slow them down, they're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Brady now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The Bengals on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was finished off by a touchdown run from Darrington Evans.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Phillips.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He was covered by Christian Fulton.
They'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that, you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Cincinnati, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.